Hey, Shalom, fam. Let me pick right off where I left off. This part 2 is very important. God in the way of Yah. It's so important that we guard the words of Yah with his laws, by holding fast to his laws, his statute and judgment. So you got to, I'm going to get right into it, so you got to go back and rehearse part 1 to fully understand part 2, brothers and sisters. Because I'm showing the vital point right here, how the enemy crept in, how the enemy came up with a translation. Not even a translation, how they came up with their own book, and this is their own law I'm talking about they made. And try to get you to believe that the laws of Yah is done away with, and the laws of Yah is not perfect. So let's get it right here. I'm going to continue on where I left off at right here, showing you the words of their false Messiah at this time, and the statements that he made, and the statements they made concerning all of these lies against the words of Yah. It's right here, brother. So you got to go back and rehearse part 1, brother and sister, because I'm showing you. I show you the words of Yah first to show you the words that of Yah spoken, and how he said the laws are perfect, and how he can bring back the animal offerings in the book of Ezekiel chapter 43, when the third temple be reinstated, brother and sister, when the third temple be built. He can bring back the priests, the Zadok priests of Yah, and we will present them with animals to be slaughtered for our atonement, for the altar and for ourselves, and then obviously he would accept us dead. So let's go rehearse the words right here in the book called Hebrews, right here, chapter 10, right here, and we're going to continue off with the statement of the false Messiah right here. Verse 7. And then I said, see, I come in the roll of the book. It has been written concerning me to do your desire, O Bara. They got Elohim, but it's Bara, who is the creator. Saying, above slaughterings and meal offerings, and ascending offerings, and offerings for sin, you did not desire. You see that? Nor delighted in. So they said, Yah did not delight in the animal offerings, or nothing to that effect. That's what they said to you right there, brothers and sisters, which is further from the truth. So this is what they're putting into your mind. And so he did not delight in, which are offered according to the Torah. See, these are offered according to the Torah, but they say he did not delight in that, and the scripture plainly tell you the Torah is perfect. Let's continue. See, that's a lie. It said, then he said, see, I come to do your desire, O Bara. He take away the first to establish the second. You see that? They say right there, he took away his own law to establish the second. That's for Yah would never do away with a perfect law to establish a second law. That's what they're telling you. He took away the law of the animal offering to establish the second, which is a man to be offered for sins once and for all. That's what they're putting into your mind. And Yah never said a word to that effect. But this is what they put in the book. So keep that in mind. He said, by that desire we have been set apart. See, they said by bringing in this second right here, they say, Yah took away the first, which he never took away the first. He stopped it, the offerings, the Sabbath, all the things because man was walking in their own ways. Yes, the Hebrew people. And he put them out for punishment. Then he said the Hebrew people will come back, and the covenant is going to be reestablished in the wilderness. See, and we're going to pick right back up where we left off at, keeping all of these laws of Yah. But they tell you right there, the first to establish the second. See, let me go back up. He take away. They say Yah took away the first, which is the animal offerings, to establish the second, the sin offering, which is that is a huge lie. let's continue. By that desire, we have been set apart through the offering. See, they say the offering of the body of Yahshua. That's what they got right there. The Messiah, once for all. You see that? Everybody see that? Mark that. That is the greatest lie, showing you they are false Messiah, even giving him a Hebrew name. Right there, brothers, that many brothers do today. So everyone see that. So keep that in mind and take to heart. Verse 11. And indeed, every priest stands day by day. Now they're attacking the priests of Yah, doing the service and repeatedly offering the same slaughter offerings. They've got italicized, showing they added things all over the place, which are never able to take away sins. Mark that. If everybody saw the first part, you would know that further from the truth. When Yah said, because Yah sanctioning things to take away sin. He the one to take away sin. It's all the act of obedience to Yah. By doing these things, he the one that take away the sins. By obedience. You have to have that knowledge. You see the big picture there? They said, by these priests, the whole thing is never able to take away sins. All you got to do is remember the future prophecy of Ezekiel 43 never took place. And Yah said that would establish, once again, the sin offerings that would take away our sins. And Yah said he will receive us dead. Then, when all these things be accomplished. So keep that in mind. I'm showing you the difference. I'm showing you their own words that came from the Catholic Church. Keep that in mind right there. Verse 12. But he, having offered one slaughter offering for sins. You see what it's all about? In all the New Testament, it's all about. They said this one came to take away the sins, make for the atonement, the offering. He offered his body for the sins for all time, set down at the right hand of Barak. You see that? Waiting from that time onward until his enemies are made a footstool for his feet. You get that, brothers and sisters. I hope y'all get that. Let me read a little bit more. For by one offerings, he has perfected for all times those who are being set apart. You see that? Remember the laws of Yah said, the words of Yah. The laws of Yah is perfect, converting the whole person. When the laws of Yah was performed by this animal offering to take away the sins, and Yah accepted this, they was forgiven to make them perfect, brothers and sisters. Because remember the law said, the writing said in Psalms, brothers and sisters, chapter 19, verse 7, for the laws of the Torah of Yah are perfect, converting the whole person, making the simple ones wise. It's never changed. And then I showed you the words of Yah. In Isaiah about the prophecy, it never came to pass yet. The third temple, when Yah said he's going to reinstate the slaughter place, the Zadok priest going to accept the offerings and make atonement for 7 days. Then on the 8th day, continuously. And Yah said, there I will receive you. I read that to you. Then somebody come, when the Hebrews got put out of the land, and came up with another book, what they call the New Testament, the new law, the second. They said, Yah did away with the first, which is the only, to establish a new. But no, he never did nothing like that. Never that was mentioned in the writings of taking away the first to establish the new. That came from the lion hand. And that's what the brothers of the Hebrew brothers teach today. They don't guard the ways of Yah. Let me continue off a little bit more with Proverbs chapter 14, brothers. So I showed you the difference. If anybody take both of the part 1 and 2 and see this, and you will see, and it will show you plainly, brothers and sisters, the two, the words of Yah and the words of the lion pen and the lion man that wrote these words. And you can see these are the witches, the ones that people murder. But it's not the words of Yah, brothers and sisters, plainly. They gave you a Messiah. You can use any kind of name you want to use there. But that's what they done. I showed you plainly. Proverbs chapter 2, Proverbs chapter 14, verse 2 reads, "He who walks in his straightness fears Yah, but he whose ways are crooked despise him." See, those whose ways are crooked hate Yah. They despise Yah. You see the crooked way. I showed you the crooked ways. You see that? Right there in 2, 3. In the mouth of a fool is a rod of pride, but the lips of the wise guard them. You see that? Where there are no oxen, the crib is clean, but from the strength of an ox comes much increase. A trustworthy witness does not lie. You see that? But a false witness breathes out lies. You see that, brothers and sisters? The whole New Testament is a lie. Everyone who teaches the New Testament is a lie and breathes out lies. That's what I'm showing you there, brothers and sisters. Let me go and read chapter 13 real quick of Proverbs in verse 14. The Torah of the wise is a fountain of life. You see that? The Torah, the laws of the wise, is a fountain of life. You get that, brothers and sisters? Proverbs chapter 14:25 reads, "A true witness saves lives, but he who breathes out lies is a betrayer." See, those who breathe out lies, speaking the words of that New Testament, don't guard the word of Yah and use a liar. That's what I'm telling you right there. I'm showing you the words of Yah. I'm showing you where you stand right here. Brothers and sisters, these are the words of Yah I give unto you. Chapter 16, verse 17 reads, "The highway of the straight is to turn away from evil. He who guards his life watches over his way." You see that? Even those who guard their life to protect your person. You get that, brothers and sisters? He who guards his life watches over his ways. Just like Yah said, entrust this with faithful men. And the Hebrew men was commissioned to guard the ways of Yah. And that's what I'm doing to you right now, brother. I'm showing you the distinctions, brothers and sisters. Those who guard the ways of Yah and those who do not guard the way of Yah. Chapter 19, verse 16 reads, "He who guards the command guards his life. He who guards the command, which is the Torah, the orders of Yah, guards his life. He who despises his ways dies." You get that? The ways of Yah. You get that, brothers and sisters. You get that, brothers and sisters. Chapter 22, in my conclusion of Proverbs, verse 3 and 5. A clever one foresees evil and hides himself, but the simple goes on and are punished. You get that? And many people ask me, why do I wear the veil? Only thing I'm going to say, you got to be clever. Keep that in mind. Thorns and snares are in the way of the perverse. You see that? The forward man, the false man. He who guards his life keep far away from them. You get that, brothers, in my conclusion. And Way of Yah, once again, I must go back to the beginning. For Way of Yah told our ancestor Abraham, that is to the utmost importance, brothers and sisters. I must go back to Genesis chapter 18 and end it off on this note, brothers and sisters, 17 again. And Yah said Yah said, shall I hide from Abram what I am doing? 19. For I have known him so that he commands his children to get in order and his household after him to guard the way of Yah, to do righteousness and right ruling, so that Yah brings to Abram what he has spoken to him. With that, I say shalom.